Brees goes back to the Saints. No big surprise there, right? But Brady goes to the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not only do you have Brady in Tampa, which is bizarre, but these two guys who've only played in their entire careers, both guys over 40 years old, they've only played 5 times against each other. They'll play twice this year.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Then you got Matt Ryan too, right? And who else is in that? Well, not
Teddy Bridgewater now.
Bridgewater left New Orleans and went to Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, like the highest level athletes in that sport, and those are 2 of the top 5 for me. Because I always say this to people, they're like, who's your favorite athlete? It's always the guys who have done it for 15 or 17 or 20 years. Because it's, relatively speaking, it's easy to do it for 3 or 4 years. You do it like Drew Brees has done for 15 or 17 or however many years, or Brady, like that's a real player. To me, that's a real athlete. That's like when you watch Jordan now with The Last Dance. He did it over and over and over, year after year after year, and that's why he was the man like that. Why do
you think guys like Brady and Brees can play into their 40s now? Whereas if I said to you right now, could you go back and play in Major League Soccer?
It's a different sport.
I know, but I want to hear why you think, though. I'm just curious.
Fun for 90 minutes, right?
Right, but I'm just talking about like the durability of their body.
Well, they take care of it. They take care of themselves. But I mean, listen, Scott, I'm not demeaning what they do. I think they're some of the best athletes in the world. But they're behind center. They're back 5 steps to the next play. I mean, that's,
Yeah, but
that not at their level, but I could do that.
But I have a question. Let me ask you this: so if you get older and your skills deteriorate,
I'm gonna get older.
No. That's
going to happen.
As you've gotten older and skills have deteriorated, is it speed? Is it endurance? Is it quick movement? I'm just curious. Like, what is
for me, it was like my actual just strength, like the ability to actually strike the ball as hard as I did, or to run as explosively as I did. Not like obviously I lost speed, but just that dynamic athletic ability. And they probably feel that a little bit too. Like I'm sure Drew's arm isn't the same as when he was 25, but he can still throw it 55 yards, maybe not 65, but he's still accurate. And they obviously take great care of themselves. I mean, you see Drew now and he looks like a 20-year-old. I mean, he's fit.
At what point were you able to bridge your knowledge with your actual skill? Because I think people overlook that a lot as well. I think Tom Brady's biggest advantage I've heard him say is that he's seen every single defense twice. And so his knowledge of actual defenders in the game, reaching his skill set, probably allowed him to make it as far as play as long as he did. What about you?
Oh,
yeah. So the way I what, Scott?
What happens with him is, poor guy, if he needs to clear his freaking throat, he's trying to get to the end of the question, but he's losing his voice.
I was dying, dude. I was dying. I almost made it till you said something. He wasn't going to say anything. You ruined it.
I noticed it too.
I was flaming out fast.
You were Fleming out fast.
Yeah, I was flaming out fast.
So what I noticed in my career was, like, physically, for me personally, I was in my prime in like the 24, 25, 26 range, but mentally I wasn't quite there. So like the point where it hit together was about 28 or 29 for me, where mentally I could see the game. I knew tactically what to do. I knew players, I knew teams, but I was still physically good enough to compete at that level. And then the tactical mental part got a little better every year, but the physical went down a little